Australia, a vast island continent surrounded by the Indian and Pacific Oceans. It is a land of diverse landscapes. Imagine scorching deserts that stretch endlessly under the blazing sun, lush rainforests teeming with life and vibrant greenery, and rugged mountains that rise majestically against the horizon. Australia has it all, offering a unique blend of natural beauty and ecological diversity. Its history stretches back millennia, to a time when the land was shaped by natural forces and the stories of its first inhabitants began to unfold. Long before European ships arrived on its shores, a rich tapestry of life existed here. The Aboriginal Australians, the world's oldest continuous culture, thrived in harmony with the land, developing complex societies and deep spiritual connections to their environment. The story of Australia is one of ancient connections, where every rock, tree, and river holds significance. The ancient rock paintings and traditional ceremonies are not just art and rituals. They are the living history and cultural heritage of a people who have walked this land for tens of thousands of years. It is a story of dramatic change, from the ancient landscapes that have evolved over millions of years to the modern cities that now dot the continent. The transformation is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of both the land and its people. Join us as we journey through time, exploring the rich history and cultural heritage of this remarkable land. From the ancient past to the present day, we will uncover the stories that have shaped Australia. Our exploration begins in the heart of the continent, where the vast central desert stretches out in all directions, a place of stark beauty and profound silence. Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, stands as a testament to ancient times. This iconic sandstone monolith with its striking red hue is one of the most recognizable natural landmarks in the world. The sandstone monolith holds deep spiritual significance for Aboriginal Australians. It is a place of power and reverence, where ancient rituals and stories are passed down through generations. It is a reminder of their enduring presence on this land for over 65,000 years. The wisdom and traditions of the Aboriginal elders continue to guide their communities, preserving a way of life that is deeply connected to the land and its history. The first Australians, Aboriginal people, were the original inhabitants. They arrived on this land thousands of years ago. They crossed from Southeast Asia, navigating treacherous seas. Their journey is a testament to their immense courage and skill. These skilled navigators and hunters adapted to Australia's diverse environments. They formed complex social structures and rich cultural traditions. Their deep spiritual connection to the land is evident in everything they do. They are the custodians of the world's oldest living culture. At the heart of Aboriginal culture lies the Dreamtime. This is a complex belief system that connects the past, present, and future. It is a time beyond human understanding. The Dreamtime stories explain the creation of the land. They teach moral lessons and social codes. These stories are passed down through generations. They are shared through songs, dances, and ceremonies. The Dreamtime is a living, breathing part of Aboriginal identity. It connects them to their ancestors and the land. Aboriginal Australians lived in harmony with nature. They developed sophisticated hunting and gathering techniques. They managed the land sustainably, ensuring its resources continued for many generations. They understood the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Their knowledge of plants and animals was vast. They used this knowledge for food, medicine, and crafting tools. They developed unique agricultural practices. They engineered the landscape, creating fish traps and irrigation systems. Their deep understanding of the environment allowed them to thrive in a challenging land. Section 5. Ships on the horizon, European encounters. For centuries, Aboriginal people lived undisturbed. Then, European explorers arrived, forever changing the course of Australian history. The first recorded European sighting of Australia was by Dutch explorers in the 17th century. They called it New Holland. These early encounters were fleeting. The Europeans were primarily interested in trade routes to the East Indies. They did not establish permanent settlements. However, their arrival marked the beginning of a new era for Australia. It was a time of exploration, but also a time of change. Section 6. The arrival of Cook, mapping the East Coast. In 1770, British explorer James Cook arrived on the east coast of Australia. He claimed the land for the British Crown. He named it New South Wales. Cook's voyage was a turning point. His detailed maps and journals piqued British interest in this new land. The British saw Australia as a potential site for a penal colony. They needed a new place to send convicts after the American Revolution. Section 7. A colony is born. British settlement begins. The year was 1788, a year that would forever change the course of Australian history. In 1788, the First Fleet, under the command of Captain Arthur Phillip, arrived at Botany Bay. This fleet consisted of 11 ships carrying convicts, marines, and officers, all sent to establish a penal colony. They established the first British settlement at Sydney Cove. The settlers faced numerous challenges, including unfamiliar terrain, limited supplies, and the daunting task of building a new society from scratch. This marked the beginning of European colonization of Australia. The settlers began to clear land, build shelters, and cultivate crops, slowly transforming the landscape. It was a pivotal moment that would have far-reaching consequences. The establishment of the colony set the stage for the expansion of British influence across the continent. The arrival of the British brought new challenges for Aboriginal people. They were confronted with an influx of settlers who had little understanding or respect for their way of life. They were displaced from their traditional lands. The British settlers claimed vast areas of land for farming and settlement, often without any negotiation or compensation. They faced diseases brought by the Europeans. Smallpox, influenza, and other illnesses spread rapidly among Aboriginal communities who had no immunity to these foreign diseases. The British established a system of governance and law that disregarded Aboriginal customs and rights. The new legal system imposed British laws and practices, often leading to misunderstandings and injustices. This led to conflict and dispossession. As the settlers expanded their territory, violent clashes with Aboriginal people became more frequent, resulting in loss of life and further displacement of indigenous communities. The legacy of these early years of settlement continues to shape Australia's history and its ongoing journey towards reconciliation. Section 8. A clash of cultures. The impact of colonization. The arrival of the British had a devastating impact on Aboriginal people. They were dispossessed of their land. They were subjected to violence and disease. Their traditional way of life was disrupted. The clash of cultures led to frontier conflicts and massacres. Aboriginal people resisted colonization in many ways. However, they were outmatched by the superior weaponry and resources of the British. The impact of colonization was profound and continues to affect Aboriginal communities today. Section 9. Towards federation, uniting a nation. As the 19th century progressed, Australia witnessed significant changes. The colonies grew and prospered. New industries emerged, including mining and agriculture. The population increased with the arrival of free settlers from Europe. The desire for greater autonomy from Britain grew among the colonies. They sought to establish a unified nation. After years of negotiation and debate, the 6 British colonies of New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania agreed to federate. Section 10. The modern era Australia in the 20th century. On the 1st of January 1901, the Commonwealth of Australia was born. This marked a new chapter in the nation's history. Australia faced new challenges and opportunities in the 20th century. The country played a significant role in both world wars. The post-war era saw a period of economic growth and social change. Australia embraced multiculturalism, welcoming immigrants from all over the world. The country made strides in Indigenous rights, although the journey towards reconciliation is ongoing. Section 11. Reflecting on the past, looking to the future, a legacy of resilience. Australia's story is one of incredible resilience and enduring spirit. From its ancient landscapes to its modern cities, the journey of this nation is a testament to the strength and adaptability of its people. Today, Australia is a modern, multicultural nation. It is a country grappling with its past and striving for a more equitable future. The vibrant cities of Sydney and Melbourne showcase a rich tapestry of cultures, where people from all walks of life come together to celebrate their shared identity. This multiculturalism is a source of strength, fostering innovation and creativity. The story of Australia is one of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring spirit of its people. From the early settlers who braved harsh conditions to build new lives, to the communities that have weathered natural disasters and economic challenges, resilience is woven into the fabric of Australian society. Each era has brought its own set of challenges, and each time, Australians have risen to meet them with courage and determination. As we reflect on Australia's journey, we must acknowledge the injustices faced by Aboriginal people. The history of Australia cannot be told without recognizing the profound impact of colonization on its First Nations peoples. Their cultures, which have thrived for tens of thousands of years, were disrupted and marginalized. Yet, despite these injustices, Aboriginal Australians have shown remarkable resilience and strength, continuing to preserve their rich cultural heritage. We must learn from the past and work towards reconciliation and healing. Efforts towards reconciliation are crucial in building a more inclusive and just society. Community meetings, educational programs, and national events dedicated to reconciliation are steps in the right direction. By acknowledging past wrongs and working together, Australians can pave the way for a future where everyone is respected and valued. Australia's history is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can endure. The stories of individuals and communities overcoming challenges serve as an inspiration to all. Whether it's through continuing traditions, adapting to change, or coming together in times of need, Australians demonstrate that resilience and unity are at the heart of their national identity. This legacy of resilience is a beacon of hope for future generations.